Some of you are aware that I have an apartment in Jamaica. I've had it for many, many years, and I come here pretty frequently. One of the issues that I've always had, my landlord doesn't use the water heater very much because it eats up the power bill. So I've had issues before trying to get hot water when I'm trying to take a shower at night. So I came up with a solution years ago, and many of you know about instant water heaters. Instant on-demand water heaters. They're called different things. So an instant water heater is in essence a water heater that sends cold water through some heating elements and then comes out hot. And it's very, very efficient. It doesn't require a whole tank. Sometimes they're called tankless water heaters, and they're relatively popular in the United States, but it's for a whole system. The whole system would be for your whole house. In my particular case, it's isolated to just my shower. It's not for the whole place. As I said, there's a water heater downstairs, but they don't have it on very often. Got tired of taking cold showers, so I bought one of these things at the local hardware store, and it's worked out really well. So this particular model is an outdooor. Outdooor I'm not familiar with. It's probably from South America, could be from Asia. A lot of things in Jamaica are imported from different countries, so they don't necessarily make them here, but they do sell them. I believe I paid about $80, maybe a little less for this one, and if I put my hand on it, you see the size. It's about the size of a purse, a small purse anyway, but it works really, really well. It has a dedicated circuit, so it goes up. I had an electrician, and don't critique the electrical thing because this is typical about how they do things here. Anyway, that goes to my panel box, which is actually in the hallway, and the dedicated circuit is 110. It's not 220, so if you were wondering, this thing really works well. Basically, what I've done is from my vanity. You can see that from my vanity, I just tapped into the supply line on the cold side, although it wouldn't matter hot or cold, either which way. Once you have the line going up to the water heater itself, this is the cold side, then it comes back out hot because there's a heating element inside of there. This is a valve that turns on the water. The valve originally came with a gate type valve, and the gate type valve handle fell off. It actually stripped out, and because it's plastic, and so once that happened, I just retrofitted in this half turn valve, ball valve, and it's worked out really well. So the water pressure has to be a certain amount for it to work. Sometimes here my water pressure is pretty low. It's probably, you know, like 20 psi, maybe 40 psi on a good day, and in the States it's usually running about 60. So 60 would be ideal, and I don't always get that, but usually in the evenings and the mornings is when I get the best pressure. So once you turn this on, as I said, it sends directly water through this, and my switches, both warm and hot, are on at the same time because I prefer the hot thing. It doesn't really get scalding hot. It probably gets up to about, I'm going to guess about 100 degrees, which is warm enough for a shower. And so when you turn on the valve to the shower head, you see the two lights that are on? So that means that it's hot. Turn one off, that's warm. If you switch on here to a higher BPM, right now it's kind of restricted. Two lights are still on. Oh, I've got good pressure today. Usually one of the lights will go out. So when one of the lights go out, of course, you're only getting warm water. You're not getting, you know, the hot water that I desire. But either way, it works out pretty well. I really like it. I think maybe they sell these things in the States. I really haven't seen them yet because, again, the tankless water heaters for the States are much larger and they're for the whole house. Either which way, this is an easy solution because, as I said, it only takes, you know, the power coming in and the water coming in order for it to make it work. So it's a dedicated type water heater, and in this case, as I said, it's for my shower, but you could use it on any application if you had a basement or you had somewhere that wasn't getting hot water and it wasn't in line with your water heater, then you could use one of these to facilitate instant hot water only when you need it on demand. And so just out of some of your curiosity, you might be wondering, wow, why does he have 3 shower heads? Okay, this is the main house. This is where I'm having the difficulties getting my hot water through the years. I don't even use that anymore. It's still functional, but I don't use it because more often than not, the water heater is not on. This is actually going to a tank. In a lot of the Caribbean countries, what you'll see is a big black tank that's sitting on roofs, and not just Caribbean countries, but other countries as well. Those are external water supplies. So my tank is 850 gallons, and it sits on top of my roof in my bathroom. And then I just plumbed it in from the roof area all the way down the wall and into the wall. And then the pipe comes out here and goes to the shower head. And then I have a gate valve over there. So if I'm ever out of water, which happens sometimes, which is why I have this, then I just turn on that gate valve and I have water that's heated up by the sun, and I'm never out of water, or at least 850 gallons worth. So that's what's going on there. That's why it looks kind of busy in there. But anyway, getting back to the water heater thing, these things I really, really love. So if you have a use for that at all, that's just a little DIY thing. It doesn't really take a lot of know-how to put one of these in, but they are absolutely wonderful, and I recommend them highly. Not necessarily this brand. I mean, any brand you can get. I'm sure you can find one on Amazon or somewhere like that if you need to. And so that's it. I just thought I'd share that little piece of information with you while I'm here. And yeah, so got a couple more days left and I'm out of here. I'm back to Atlanta.